You know, in 2021, I felt like it was the year of the indie. There were so many great titles that were being released. So now in 2022, why not make a top 10 series about just indie comics? Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions of what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I am bringing you the newest series that's only focused around independent comic books. This is the top 10 most pulled indie comics, and this is for January 12th, 2022. So hopefully you guys enjoy this new weekly series just focused on the indies. So where is this list based off since it's the most pulled? Well, it is based off of League of Comic Geeks, where I just broke it down to just independent comics, and this was the most popular to the least popular on this list. So before we do get started with this video, guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor, which is Mutant Beaver Comics. They have over 1,000 exclusive variant covers in their store. They provide the best customer service, excellent shipping, worldwide shipping, and they provide great packaging where you're not going to be disappointed when you receive your comic books. So guys, if you want to go on to mutantbeavercomics.com and get some exclusive variants, just go ahead and use my promo code Corner10, where you can save 10% off of your entire purchase and future purchases after that. So again, guys, mutantbeavercomics.com. Let's kick off this brand new series, kicking it off with the book where I will call On the Outside Looking In. This is not quite number 10, it's more like number 11. And this is Savage Dragon issue 261. It happens to figure that I do read this series, one of the few out there that do, but I am looking forward to the return of Savage Dragon this year. I know Eric Larson's been busy working on the Ant series as well, and this story is called Double the Dragons, Double the Action. Malcolm Dragon actually teams up with his father from an alternate universe to go on to a mission. Now, Savage Dragon, again, is a book that takes place in real time, so I really enjoy this. So ever since, if you read it since the 90s, you've seen actually Dragon evolve from just a cop to a father till he died. He had a son, he had a family, and it's just evolved since then. And now he's just working with his father from an alternate universe, which I think is kind of cool. So if you're into this book, if you still read Savage Dragon, this one is $4. All right, so now coming in at number 10 is Knighted issue 3. This is from AWA Upshot. This book has been really well done. I talked about this actually in my top 10 most anticipated. And this is about a character who is like a Batman and agrees to be this superhero because he accidentally killed the real superhero. This guy is a complete mess up, and he's just at the wrong place at the wrong time, but you know what, things could change around for him. He's trying to help his nephew get cured from cancer. Really great book. There's some good humor in here as well. So if you're looking into a different type of story that kind of makes fun of Batman, go ahead and check out Knighted. You might find issues 1 and 2 on the racks still today. This book is $4. All right, next. Deal with me here as I might mess up a few times, as this is a new series, so getting used to it. All right, so coming in at number 9, we have Inkplot, issue 15. I don't think I've ever heard of this book. This is a book done by Image Comics, so if you guys have read this, let me know in the comments below. This is 24 pages. This is $4. And here's the description that it gives. The cat returns to the library only to be ambushed by the Seeker. She fastens a bell collar on the cat, revealing her victory. The cat flees through every realm, meeting familiar characters and seeking their help in removing the collar. Doesn't give me anything of what really the comic is about, maybe of what's going on in the story arc itself, but it seems like it's a pretty popular independent comic book. So if you guys are into checking out Inkplot, it's there for you, coming in at number 9 on the list. All right, guys, coming in at number 8. This is a new number 1, and this is by Image Comics, and this is written by Joe Hill. So you're going to want to check this one out. We know the history that he has with horror comics. He's got a good track record here. Let me read you the description here a little bit. So what happens is there's these 2 girlfriends that are moving in together in Colorado, and then all of a sudden there are these dark clouds that roll in, and it starts to downpour nails. So there's some kind of apocalyptic situation that is going on in this town. How it led into all this and what's the purpose of this book, I have no idea. But this definitely has me intrigued. So you're not going to want to pass on this one. 1, because it's an apocalyptic book. 2, it's Joe Hill, and I want to see nails killing people falling from the sky. That's just dark right there, man. So that's Rain issue 1. This is a $4 comic. All right, next, coming in at number 7. Now, I hear a lot of good things about this book. I personally don't read it. I've missed out on it. So let me know in the comments below. This is Good Asian. This is issue 8. Chinatown is gripped by terror and violence as Lucy Fan fights the powers that be in search of answers, but what she uncovers might leave her and her home forever changed. This is a 32-page comic. This is $4. Definitely, if you guys have gotten issue 1, you're probably pretty happy about that. I heard that it's a pretty good spec book right now, and again, it's a good read. So check out Good Asian. It's coming out next week. All right, next, coming in at number 6, I mentioned this also in my top 10 most anticipated. This is King of Spies issue 2. This is done by Mark Millar. This is about a spy who is really good at what he did in the old days. He's now retired. He tries to straighten out his life in his golden years, and just as he's about to do that, he finds out he has cancer. So now he has 1 year to live. So with 1 year left to live, what does he wind up doing? Well, he sits there and goes, you know what? I'm going to spill the beans on everyone that screwed me over the years. And he's like, I got 6 months healthy to do it. So this is going to be my last mission before I go. Pretty good first issue. I really enjoyed it. Looking forward to issue 2. So if you can still find issue 1 on the stand, go ahead, check it out. 32 pages, $4. All right. Coming in at number 5, the 5th most pulled independent comic goes to Boom's Mighty Morphin issue 15. Now, I've never been a Power Rangers fan. I always felt like they were a ripoff to Voltron, but nevertheless, it's a popular comic for a lot of readers out there. And on this one, it looks like that Zordon has some kind of body, and it looks like that he's doing battle against Lord Zed. So they battle against each other. That could be a lot of fun, especially for you guys. Will I be picking this one up? No, I won't be picking this one up, but this could be a lot of fun. Something different that I would not expect in a Power Rangers comic. This one is $4. All right, guys. Coming in at number 4. Number 4 most pulled independent comic goes to The Scorched. This is issue 1. Mentioned this one also in my top 10 most anticipated. This is a book I think that's highly anticipated for a lot of readers that are going to want to check out this Avenger-esque type of team-up book when it comes to all the Spawn characters. You never would have thought that Spawns would team up to be like a superhero book, but we've come that far, guys. We now have a Spawn universe. Definitely looking forward to this book. It's a $6 comic. However, going forward, it's going to be a $3 comic, so it keeps it affordable for everybody. It's going to have Spawn. It's going to have Redeemer, Gunslinger, Medieval Spawn, and She-Spawn. This is going to be epic, so go ahead and check out that first issue. Again, it's $6. All right. Moving on to the top 3 most pulled independent comics for January 12th. And number 3 goes to Stillwater. This is issue 12. Unfortunately, I stopped reading this book just because I fell behind on it and I never caught back up. I always hear good things about this book. This was an excellent story about this man who winds up going to this place where you can't be killed. If you get stabbed, you wind up coming back to life. Everyone has like the healing factor, right? And that's really what this story is about. But at this point now, we got children involved. It's much more in depth. I think that if you want to read this book, you're not going to find the older issues unless you go out and find that first trade. And then maybe I think we're at a second trade at this point. I'm not sure yet. But this has been a great read. This is 32 pages for $4. All right, guys, coming in at number 2, and I don't hear anything about this book, so that's why I'm so surprised that this was the second most pulled independent comic here based off a League of Comic Geeks, and this is Undiscovered Country, issue 18. I don't hear anybody talking about this one, and I don't even know what this book is about anymore, but here's the description that it says, and it's titled Possibility Part 6. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Today's speaker is about to give what is undoubtedly the most important speech ever composed. So please give him your full attention as the third arc of our story comes to a shocking close. We now present Ace Kenyatta, and that's all it says. So I remember when this book was first released, that very first issue, it had so much hype behind it. Everyone was on board on it. And just for me, it fell flat. So let me know in the comments below, is this worthy of the number 2 spot? Are you guys still reading Undiscovered Country? So just letting you know, though, it does come out next week. All right, guys. So coming in at number 1 is the Department of Truth, issue 15. Now, I know there's a lot of fans out there that love this book. Unfortunately for me, I did lose interest. Like I said, I'm not saying this is a bad book. I think this is a great book, but it just doesn't keep my interest. I wasn't a fan of the artwork. It just got a little bit old for me. But if you're into the Department of Truth, it's the number 1 most pulled comic book. It's coming out January 12th. Make sure you put it on your pull list. This one is 32 pages and $4. All right, but we are not done yet. So this is Mike Spider Slayer's sleeper independent comic book that I think that you guys might want to try out, and this is We Ride Titans issue 1. This one is done by Vault Comics. This is a Kaijo comic book where we have an individual that is riding this mech and is, I guess, stopping all these different types of kaijos. I think this could be a lot of fun, man. I think Vault Comics is doing a great job when it comes to their independent comics out there. And you just might want to support them and just give them a shot, because sometimes right now with these tough times, it's hard for them to get their comic books out. So when they do get their comics out, try to support them. Again, I think this book actually has potential. And we'll see where it goes. This one's 32 pages, and this one is $4. So there you guys have it. There is the newest series. Got to make some tweaks here and there, but you get the gist of what this series is going to be about. It's going to be the top most pulled independent comic books each week, and hopefully you find it informative. If you have a different list, if you give me a list in the comments below what you're looking forward to when it comes to independent books, I would love to hear it. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell. And of course, guys, if you love my content, I'll leave you more content right here to click on. And until next time, guys, keep buying, keep collecting, and most importantly, keep reading those comics. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye.